Hey everybody. This is going to be kind of a different video. Um, Going to mostly be discussing other concepts I've been having. One of the problems that I have with Skyrim is that I always want to try different things. And with Requiem, I've really wanted to see, I guess, with Requiem and generally my return to Skyrim, and finding out that there are new mods that do all this crazy stuff. Like, the mods are so much more powerful than they used to be, in terms of just how much they change and stuff. Yeah, so this is going to be a quick video, not really any gameplay, just sort of talking about ideas that I'd like to try. The one idea that I've been going to a lot lately is thinking about installing, say, Immersive College of Winterhold, spell research, and possibly college days. Oh, pardon me. I'm gonna burp. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna burp. Okay. Which would be, I think, more of a slower paced, probably an hour long type video series where I just sort of explore the mods and how they work with Requiem, doing more of a like pure destruction based build, but have it be more roleplay based in that I'm, waking up at a certain time to attend the immersive college classes, doing spell research in my spare time, seeing how far you can get in that system while sort of staying in character and have it being interesting. Probably play something like, I don't know, I haven't done elves. I haven't looked into any of these racials, but I would probably go with maybe a Breton. Probably a Breton. The other character concept that I've had is I always liked rolling a Nord and playing basically the Dovahkiin from the promotional art. And when I found out that Requiem had a speech related tree, something that would let you be a more active user of the Thun, that I could try that. Interestingly enough, in a lot of the promotion material, the Dovahkiin is wielding what I believe is a Skyforged steel sword and a Skyforged steel dagger, which, funnily enough, to my knowledge, a dagger in the offhand makes your dual wield power attacks faster. And dual wield is a build that I haven't really seen many videos of. How it's used, I assume it's because you stand still when you dual wield. So I've been thinking maybe I'll do like a Thum based character, or maybe a dual wield based character. If I do go with the Dragonborn route, I'd probably do it as like a Nord or something. But if I just go for strictly trying to see how dual wield plays out, I'd probably go with like a Redguard. It might be an interesting thing to try out. My third, and this is probably my most interesting idea to me, is one that I came up with recently, and that would be playing a thief character but completely avoiding killing, be non-lethal. A lot of it would be using like illusion magic, or using the pickpocket thing to place paralysis or sleep poisons on a target, and having my end goal being looting the place, the dungeon that I've encountered or whatever of its valuables, and leaving, with the end game thing being maybe some flat gold amount. Because I've been kind of interested in trying to turn the focus of Skyrim away from just how effectively you can kill something. And I think one of the more interesting ways to do that is to use Sneak, which is historically very powerful, to sort of change the goals of the game. Make it something other than, just being really effective in combat. Have it be, well, can I sneak through? How much of the game can I complete that would normally be very combat intense, just by wandering around, just by, you know, maybe talking to people, picking up things, quest related stuff, and then just turning back and not killing anyone along the way. I wouldn't necessarily play up like a pacifist type personality, but I've always thought it was funny that the Thieves Guild has this ethos of do not kill. You know, you don't need to kill anyone. You're just in it for the money. But the game doesn't have any sort of punishment for you, aside from the one. I think it's not a meadery quest, but it's one of the first Thieves Guild like major steps in the quest line, where you're told not to kill somebody, but your only punishment is that Brynjolf sort of chews you out. So, I guess again to recap, I'm probably not going to stop doing the Vigilant content. I still want to see how that build plays out, but I'm also interested in doing this more slower paced, more roleplay based mage series, or something that focuses on playing into the role of being the Dragonborn, like the authority. Like if I were going to write this into a novel, how would a Dragonborn perform to me? And that could either be using the promotional character that's represented in the art, or sort of me extrapolating how someone who uses the voice, not necessarily as a follower of Kynareth and Paarthurnax, in sort of a Greybeard type way. How would someone who's, you know, training martially to eventually confront Alduin, what would that figure look like? What would this legendary person look like? And trying to replicate that. And then, of course, the third one would being a strictly profit-focused, you know, avoidance, run from a fight if you have to, but use the mechanics to try and lure enemies away so you can quickly loot a chest and then make off like a bandit type of gameplay. So, any and all ideas, maybe I can get off the high elf for a second. Let's look at a Khajiit. Let's not look at that Khajiit, actually. Boy. Fine. This guy's pretty handsome. So yeah, fielding ideas. Let me know what you think in the comments. I might do all three of these regardless, but I do want to try and keep the focus of the channel a little bit consistent along the way. I'm just sort of interested in exploring Skyrim's possibilities, I guess. So what would you guys like to see? What would you like to see more of? Even stuff like, you know, maybe if you'd like me to pare down the length on the videos, or even buff it up, you know, I can always record for longer periods. Just a general call for feedback, I guess. So yeah, thanks for watching. Have a nice day.